What's happening, humans? It's another good day for GTA. So in today's video we are basically going to be going through the easiest way to Benny's merge onto cars right now. Now this method does not need give cars to friends in order to save the vehicles. You can save these vehicles completely solo, real nice and quick, and then you can rinse and repeat this method over and over again. Now the easiest way I find is to actually be in the garage which has the car that you want to get modified. So in my case it's going to be this RSX here, this two-tone, which is completely scratched. I should have known that when I traded it from someone, because you cannot get salmon pink unselected, but I didn't bother checking, so schoolboy error on my part. Now I generally start by calling out the car I want to modify via the mechanic. But it may be possible to actually drive it straight out of the garage, but as I've always used the mechanic, I'm just going to stick with this method as it works every single time. So go ahead and call for the car which you want to be modified. This is the car which will receive the F1 wheels, the Benny's wheels, the modded paint, or whatever it is which you want to transfer. And just take a note of exactly what garage you actually bring this one out from. So mine is the Italia RSX, and this is in my Tinsel Towers apartment 45. Okay, so when this car arrives, you will need to cause a bit of mayhem. I recommend shooting some white folk. You shoot black folk in this game and the police don't even turn up. I'm not a racist, guys. Blame GTA. Don't hate the player, hate the game, man. Anyway, when you've killed some people, enough white folk, you've caused enough mayhem and the police are on your ass, you basically want to let them kill you, and we need this car that we're in right now to get impounded by the police. Excellent. When you finally become another statistic of police brutality, when you respawn, you should have the little message pop up letting you know that your vehicle has in fact been impounded. Perfect. We can now move on to the next step. Also, to make the timing of this easier, I recommend doing this in a invite-only session. That way, there is no complications on your phone book. So now we want to go into our services menu and we need to request our submarine. As soon as you've requested your sub, you want to bring up your phone, go to the contacts and scroll down to your assistant and quickly hit the button. And then just keep spamming either A or X if you're on PlayStation as soon as that call comes up, so that you accept the call. Now if you do that before the submarine arrives, then if you look at the map you will see your personal vehicle is in fact showing up in the ocean where your submarine should be. Perfect, now we're ready for the next stage. So depending what vehicle you are taking your modifications from, it can be your mobile operations center, your terabyte, or from a modded Avenger. Whichever one you are choosing, just go ahead and request that from the services menu now. Now you may have noticed my personal vehicle actually turned up just behind me then. Do not get in it, I always just leave it where it is, get yourself into a street vehicle and make your way over to whichever of your vehicles you chose. If you chose your MOC like me, then when you arrive, instead of having a cab on your MOC, the car we used at the beginning will be sitting here instead, and as you can see we've transferred over the paint from not that you've seen my MOC previously, but trust me, this is the wheels and the paint, the Blankton, all of that good stuff which has been transferred over to the vehicle from my MOC. So now in order to save this vehicle, very simply, we just need to drive this one back and we need to make sure we park it in the same garage we called it from in the beginning. Also, for this to be achieved correctly, I should have mentioned that garage needs to be full. If there are empty spaces in there, then it may just drive back in and not into its original space. So make sure the garage is completely full when you actually start off this glitch. So if you remember, this was my Italia RSX and it came from Tinsel Towers apartment 45. If you have multiple garages in the same, or multiple apartments in the same building, just make sure you choose the right one, because if you drive into the wrong garage you will have to start this glitch all over again. So now we are back in the garage. As you can see, we've still got our modifications. So now we need to go on to our services menu, and whichever vehicle you chose to use to take the modifications from, so in my case for MOC, you want to go to your services menu, go to the mobile operations center and choose to return it to storage. Likewise, return your terabyte or return your modded Avenger if you used that instead. Now, after a few moments, there you go, you will see the car flash. It will disappear for a moment, it will then come back. That means we are pretty much done. Last important thing, now you need to change your outfit, maybe add your parachute, basically do something which gets you the little yellow save wheel in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. If you do not get that save wheel, this vehicle has not been saved. So once you have saved that, you can simply load up Creator, and from Creator you can just load back into another invite only session. That car will be saved and you can move on with the next vehicle which you would like to modify. So we're going to quickly get this pink Corvette done as well. We're going to do this one with the Terabyte this time instead, just to show you it's just as simple and the same thing done. So on the first one, I called the car out with the mechanic, but it is completely safe to just drive the car you want to modify out of the garage instead of calling for it, and then just go ahead and get yourself your wanted level. So once you've done that and your car has been impounded, we're going to do exactly the same thing again. Go onto your services menu and call for your submarine. As soon as you've called for your submarine, bring up your phone again, go to the contacts and scroll straight down to your assistant, take the call, and then just keep spamming either A or X until she answers. Spam through the alerts, and hopefully you will see your personal vehicle turn up in the ocean in place of your submarine. So this time we're going to take the modifications off my Terabyte instead. So we go to the services menu, and this time we simply choose the Terabyte. Now you will see when I call for it, the personal vehicle which is in the ocean has actually just turned up here next to me on the map. I never drive that vehicle. Now it may be fine if you do drive that car, but I always just leave it where it is and I take a street vehicle to where my Terabyte is shown on the map instead. And when you get to where your Terabyte is clearly shown on the map, you will instead have the car which you chose at the beginning, and as you can see, I've deleted the rear off this. It's now got the Deadpool, the red and the black, and also the Deadpool number plate. So that was another really quick and easy transfer. And again, just like with the MOC, in order to save this vehicle correctly, we make sure we drive it back into the same garage which we drove it out of in the beginning of this glitch. So if you remember, for me that was Tinsel Towers apartment 45. It is very important you make sure you drive it back into the same apartment. So get your vehicle back inside, and then once you're inside, all you need to do is go to your services menu and you need to return your Terabyte. This vehicle will not be saved until your Terabyte has been returned. And then you just need to wait until you see this vehicle disappear and then reappear. You will just see it do a quick flash. That means the Terabyte has returned. And all we need to do then is just change our outfit, add a parachute to our outfit, basically anything which creates the small yellow save wheel in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. There you go, we got the flash. That means we can now change our outfit to completely save this vehicle, and then we can simply go back into online, go to Creator, into a new invite only session, and we are ready to get the next car done. Okay, nice one people, we've run through that twice. I can't see any reason why you can't do that exactly as I did and start getting all of your cars finished off. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. It'd be awesome if you subscribed, and it'll be really cool if you left some comments. Happy merging everyone, I'll speak to you in the next video, and as always, take it easy humans.